Yeah, my bad, Reggie. My mic was muted. I'm talking.
A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Across the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lee. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And
the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet. Remember, he can return it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Russell. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The give to the back. It's a seam wide open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And Listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Haas. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That one was a major league knuckleball, ducking and darting and somehow finding its way over the crossbar. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Miller with the ball. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
They kick it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turning on the Jets. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, Dave.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and is in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Simmons. The short hands, it's Wallace. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the returner is stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. try to get it to the edge. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Finds his man, it's Wallace. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Looks as if he's going to run it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a hit. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
One of the hardest things for a quarterback to do is complete passes when they know they're going to get hit. It's about having soft focus around you and hard focus downfield. Beautiful job by the QB.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It's caught downfield. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. looking downfield at Simmons. Going over the top. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Took a chance on that return, and it did not pay off as he's out of bounds at the 10. Yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him. He makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Trying to get it to the marker. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, he leads it with the back. The Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt.
Oh, and you'd love to have that play back if you're that defender. 3rd down, and you almost pick that off. That's a catch you need to make. If he catches that, that might be pick 6.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm thinking about shifting this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Connection to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Back-to-back sacks. That's the way you respond defensively. Love it. Getting after the quarterback. Even though this is running time, running situation on the field, this defense was not fooled. They were ready for the pass. They were studied up.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
It's a nice gain, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Right down the middle. It's caught. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's hot. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Simmons. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the snap, it's Lacey. Got the first down, looking for more. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Russell. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. He uncorks one deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
You know,
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is their top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
They'll move the tight end. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the right side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. You already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the left side. Can't get him to the ground. They could have used a little bit more there and picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Russell. Pressure coming. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Now on 2nd down. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get outside. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Russell. There's the pressure. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Pocket breaking down. Knocked off his feet.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Good game, bro.
I mean, yeah, man, it don't matter.
Good game, Reggie. That's bro. What play? Who got stuck? No, who got stuck? What play y'all talking about? I don't know what y'all niggas talking about, man. Real rap. I never got back-to-back delays. I didn't get back-to-back delays. I'm trying to see what y'all talking about. Nah, I really don't know what y'all talking about, but. Nah, I ain't got jet motion, brother. You can. I mean.